you had a bad experience with Carragher, did you?
Yeah, well,
Yeah, that's a yes. That's a yes.
when he clocked me in the neck. I think that's more of assault than anything.
I think it was Chris MD that said this. Like, I've met loads of celebrities, been really, really lucky, but there's something different about footballers.
Yeah, there
because
is.
We adore them, and
But it's hard to put into words, isn't it? Like, because we all wanted to be footballer.
Well,
I guess.
Yeah.
I know that from a couple of weeks ago meeting Rio Ferdinand.
Oh.
yeah.
The most embarrassing thing. I think I was okay in front of him.
If this goes as a clip, can I put this in?
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
Oh, yeah, fuck it.
You've got to do
Fuck
it.
No.
For the context.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
It's not meeting Ferdinand. So I just met Rio Ferdinand at the premiere for People Just Do Nothing, and I'm a Man United fan. So to me, it's like he's a legend for United. We knew he was there all night, and once I'd had a few drinks, I was like, oh, I know it's not a done thing really at these types of things, but I just want to say you're an absolute hero. You and Vidic were the two guys.
no, you've never heard that before.
You were the guys I loved, and he was really nice about it.
Was it in the toilets?
I didn't think it was.
Don't tell me it's in the toilets.
Oh.
He's just going for a wee.
I don't think it was. No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It was by the bar. But that video is near the toilets.
Yeah.
Because that was later on when I saw Katie.
Let's play your reaction.
I just spoke to Rio Ferdinand, and I went to him and went, mate, honestly, no, ignore this. I went, I support Man United. It was mental. I was smashed, clearly.
Yeah.
It was a free bar.
I've just met Rio Ferdinand.
You're gassed. You're allowed to be like that.
Yeah, of course.
You're allowed to be like that.
I met fucking Ricky Gervais and whatnot because of this podcast.
No.
But that was different. I don't know why.
Footballers are a different breed, and it's because deep down, the majority of people, especially the people in our circles, that's all we ever wanted to be.
That was the dream.
That is the dream, yeah.
We've all been there, trust me. Like,
Yeah.
I was at so I used to go to the Laureus Sportswoods in Monaco.
Okay.
Last one was in Berlin, but it was in Monaco. And at the end of the event, there's a big party, and this is like the people at this event are like oh my days, they're like the top tier of every sport.
Oh, wow.
So like,
What is the event, sorry?
it's a charity sports awards that they just give out awards.
Okay.
And they recognise a lot of good within sport.
Right.
So like you got like the older footballers like Tony Hawk, Chris Hoy, Federer, all these guys.
Fucking hell.
And I'm just at this party looking around and like, okay, there is Marcel Desailly having the time of his life. And then it got to like 3 a.m. and I'm pretty hammered. And I'm like, oh my God, Federer's still here. I look at my clock, it's like 3 a.m. And I'm about to go. I'm like, if I don't take this opportunity to go and say hello to him, I will regret it.
How do you deal in terms of like that environment? Like, you ask him for a photo thing. Like, will you just not do it?
I wouldn't. The
wouldn't
photo
do it?
wasn't on my head. It wasn't in my radar.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, oh, fuck it. I'm going up here.
Yeah.
And I go, put my arm around him. I'm like, Roger. big Rog.
Big Rog.
And I go on this like all like heartfelt story of like how like, cause I'm a big tennis, like I was really into my tennis as a kid.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, you're the hero in my family. Like I followed you my whole life. Like you're the reason I got into tennis. He's like, oh, thank you. Like he was a bit hammered as well. We had this great part in exchange. I was like, yes. And I start walking away. I'm like, I can't. I go back and I'll can I please get a photo?
Yeah.
He's like, of course. So I've got like this really drunk photo of Roger Federer at 3 a.m. in a club in Monaco.
I love that.
And I was like, I'm so happy I did it now, because if I didn't, I would have regretted that moment.
Yeah.
Forever.
Okay, so we don't want to. Well, I kind of do want a name, but I know you're not going to give me a name. But have you had any horror stories filming with footballers?
Yeah, I've spoken about this like recently. I need to stop saying the same story, because otherwise everyone's going to think I hate them.
Yeah, I
Have
know
you
what
given
mean.
a name?
Yeah, every time. It was I've said it like multiple times in the like last month, and I feel bad, but it doesn't matter. I was filming with Bournemouth, and it was like Steve Cook, Adam Smith, Afobe, and Jack Wilshere. Afobe just left. I was like, okay, goodbye.
What, during the filming?
He just didn't bother. He'd obviously had a bad day at training or something. So
Yeah.
I don't want to go into it too much.
Yeah.
But he left.
Yeah.
And then so the precipice is that a word?
Yeah.
The precipice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The video idea.
Yeah.
So BT filmed their goal recreation.
The premise.
The premise.
Yeah.
There you go. They filmed their goal recreation, and then I got time with the players afterwards. So it comes to my video. The physio comes up and goes, "Oh, mate, you guys can't kick any footballs." I'm like, right. So you've just ruined my entire video, because they're not allowed to kick any footballs, because Jack Wilshere, Steve Cook, Adam Smith. So I'm like, okay, fine. So I had to change the video to me recreating this free kick and them like judging me.
Right.
So now I'm there having to do all the free kicks and they're just standing there watching me and trying to like squeeze every ounce of like joy out of them.
Yeah.
And they just were not into it. It was just the deadest video I've ever. It was painful. It was painful to be there.
Oh.
And then like halfway through, I think Jack realised like, oh, we should probably like start like helping him out a little bit.
Yeah.
So fair play. Like first half of the video was awful. Fair play. Second half, Jack like nudged him a little bit and was like, okay, let's start picking this up. And they were cool towards the end of the video.
Right.
But like the first half was so difficult, and I was dying inside. So I was like, how is this going to work?
Yeah.
And then second half, they picked it up. It was great. The comments fucking hated them because you could tell like when it's not authentic.
Yeah.
Whatever. The second half was great. And to be fair, like I spoke to them afterwards. They were really nice guys. They had obviously just finished training. They'd done a shoot. They just couldn't be asked.
Yeah.
And like I've spoken to Jack prior to that as well. Like he sent me a signed shirt and like
Oh wow.
sent me 2 signed shirts. Like
Wow.
he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
I think I just you just got caught them on like the wrong time.
Yeah.
And I was like, it was hard. It was really, really
and
hard.
it's hard because they would have probably, they would have definitely preferred the original idea.
Yeah.
But they weren't allowed.
They weren't
because
allowed to.
These
I was
teams around them are a bit.
Why can like?
Yeah. Yeah.
They could have kicked it. It would have been fine, but I understood why they weren't allowed.
It's funny. I'm not sure if he's still got the same kind of not agent, but like I don't know what he's called. But Bellerin's right hand man, right, was just this geezer from London. Like, but he was class. And I remember we were filming and we had to. There was a few footballers there, and we asked. It was for Sport when I worked for Sport, and we had to give them a bauble and say how many keepy-ups can you do. But none of them were allowed to kick a ball. Like so they weren't even allowed to do that. And a couple of footballers, can't remember who they were, but they were like, "No, I can't do it. And then we went over to Bellerin's guy and went, "Is he all right to do this?" And he just looked and went, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Like what?
Classic,
Like yeah.
classic.
But when you get somebody who's just normal like that, like he's not going to do his ACL like doing flicking that up. You had a bad experience with Carragher, did you?
Yeah, well,
yeah, that's a yes. That's a yes.
when he clocked me in the neck. I think that's more of assault than anything.
Do you know about this?
No.
In my defence,
It was during an interview as well. He just went back.
No, it
wasn't.
in my defence, like I tried to McGeady spin him
Yeah.
in front of 36,000 people.
Yeah.
I had it coming.
Right.
I had it coming.
But why can't you? If you can pull it off, why
He's
can't?
Jamie Carragher. If I pulled it off, like his career was done. Let's face it, you've been schooled by like a blonde-haired twat. Like he's done. But unfortunately, I fucked it up, and as he was running, he went, and it just clocked me in the neck. I was like choking. I was like, oh my god! And everyone's seen it, and the ref just said play on.
Wow.
It was a Stonewall foul.
Yeah.
But
Did he do something with Joe as well?
he just like studded him on the. He didn't even make contact. Like the video is like you can see it. Like he's gone in for the studs, but he hasn't really made contact.
Yeah.
But like everyone made a big deal out of that, and I'm there just like, mate, you know I
Can't breathe.
I'm on the floor choking, and no one said anything. But to be fair, like every time I see him now, like it's fine.
Yeah.
Like he'll come up to me and say hello.
Oh,
So,
really?
Like, is that he's a nice he's a nice guy.
Yeah.
Like in Ibiza, I was on an electric surfboard going around the yacht, and
How the other half live.
yeah, and I was on the surfboard. I was like, oh, it's Jamie Carragher, just on his yacht, I guess. So
Oh,
I
wow.
was debating like,
Yeah.
but I thought maybe not.
You go past, you just elbow shoot
Yeah,
again.
we'll leave this one. I don't want to antagonise him anymore. We got put in this secret room in Wetherspoons, and we're just sitting there on this table, just us three, like with a barricaded. They barricaded the door in. So
What?